Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Angela Mekhala. We are Group 11 and I'm with
Marang Makura,
Madio Sabelo,
Lelente Zuze,
Rose Femo,
Minis Mulukume,
Boneti Gari,
Reseho Diseko.
and this is our ICT presentation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to be taking everyone through the Microsoft Word. I will start first by explaining the first objective, which is changing the font style. Firstly, we are going to start first by highlighting the certain parts that we would like to change. And then from there, we're going to go to the font section. And we're going to press the font style, which is going to be Arial. From there, we're going to go to the font number and change it to 12. This is for professionalism, so that your work may look clean and very formal. Next, we are going to go to the justifying section, which is in the paragraphing part. We're going to press that one, and then we're going to be done. We do this for easy readability and to make the work look more organized. I would like to hand over the second objective to my next fellow presenter. Thank you.
My name is Angela Mekhala and I'll be taking you through the next objective, which is line spacing. For you to do line spacing, you have to firstly highlight the paragraph you're going to be doing line spacing, and then under paragraphing, you move your cursor to an icon of line and paragraph spacing. Then you press the drop down button, then you click 1.5. And then as we move on, to give credit to the authors or the original authors, you start by moving your cursor. I place it here as an example, and then you go to referencing styles. It has to be on APA. Then you move your cursor to insert citation, press the drop down thingy, and then you add new source. Then you press the drop down button, put it on a report. Then you add the information. For example, the author is Casey Costley. Okay, we don't have a corporate author, and then the title is The Positive Effects of Technology on Teaching and Student Learning. So we're gonna type that on the title. And then moving on, the year, it's 2014, and then the publisher is Eric and Caps, and then we don't have the city. Then you press OK. That's what we have. As I hand over to our next presenter. Thank you.
My name is Eunice Mulukume, and I'll be taking you through the last objectives of Microsoft Word, which is page numbering and table of contents. Page numbering. When you do page numbering, you go to Insert tab on the ribbon. On the formatting toolbar, go to Head and Footer, and under it, you will see page number. Click on the drop down button and select bottom of page, then select on the one on bottom right, which is in page number 3. Moving to table of contents. We do table of content to easily find information about a certain topic. So firstly, you highlight all the headings to change the heading styles. Then you go to Home tab on the ribbon on the formatting toolbar and go to Headings and click on the drop down button and apply on the one that you prefer to use. and we use the one for heading. After changing the heading style, go to the blank page where you are supposed to add the table of contents. Then you go to References tab on the ribbon, click on the table of contents drop down button, then select one you prefer to use. That will be the end of Microsoft Word, and I'll be heading to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Madiwo. I'll be taking you through the Excel. So firstly, I will copy the table as is from the question and paste it in Excel. Then we are instructed to make 2 columns of total price and profit right after the cost in Pula. And I will start by doing that. Then I'll start by calculating the total price. To calculate the total price, you start by the equal sign, open bracket, C2 multiplied by 40% of the markup, so it's 0.4, close the bracket, plus the plus C2, then you press enter. From there, you highlight everything, then it will appear, everything will appear. Then to calculate the profit, I'll use the formula D2 minus C2, and you have to add the equal sign so that it doesn't give you an error. Equal sign D2 minus C2, press enter. The following instruction is that I should insert a row. So I am going to right click on one and press insert. Then I start typing ABC 2021 motto levels and pricing. Then I am also instructed to match column A and E and color the row with light gray. I am done with my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, taking you through the next objective, we're supposed to save this workbook as profit. So we go here and type out profit, and then that's saved. And then the next one says we should insert a column after profit as order quantity. Order quantity. Okay.
My name is Marang, and I'll be taking you through the last questions in Excel. The first one being, for all those items whose quantities are 75 or below, place an order of 45% of the current quantity that you have in stock. For those above 75, place an order of 20%. Answers to be whole numbers only. So in this question, we're going to use the if function. In the logical test section, we're going to write if B3 is less than or equal to 75. In the value if true section, we're going to write B3 times 0.45 And if it's false, we're going to multiply B3 by 0.2. After that, we drag down the cursor. This is to make it less time consuming. The next question is, draw a pie chart with the legend and appropriate title to show the quantity ordered for each part. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight everything under part name and also everything under quantity ordered. Then we're going to go to insert. Under charts, we're going to go to pie chart. Our chart title will be motor parts and the quantities ordered. Then we're done. The last question is, insert the row at the bottom of the table and calculate the totals for cost, price, and total price and profit. So we're going to add under cost, we're going to add everything from C3 to C10. So we're going to say cost sum, open bracket, C3 colon C10, close bracket. Under total price, we're going to calculate everything from D3 to D10. So equals sum, open bracket, D3 colon D10, close bracket. And then under profit, we're going to calculate everything from E3 to E10. We're going to say equals sum, open bracket, E3 colon E10.
Good day everyone, my name is Rosifeme and I'll be presenting about the PowerPoint project based on our school, Ashmore University. So me and my colleague will take you through on how we presented this, and I'll start from the first slide, from how I started the presentation, how I added the slides, the background, the logo, and how I added the text boxes. So this is how my presentation looks like. I'll close it so that I can start from scratch. Then I go to the PowerPoint app, I open it. I click on the blank new presentation so that I can be able to design the slides in a clean and organized way. Then from here, the first slide will automatically show the two text boxes. On this text boxes, the first one I will add my school name, which is Ashmore University. Then I resize the name. I change the font. I bold. I'm changing the color of my font of my name. Then I'm going to insert a logo. We go to home, then we go to insert, then click pictures, then say from this device. Here's my logo I inserted. Then I resize it by dragging the handles. Then I go to the subtitle. Here I'm going to insert the presenters' names. So I added the presenters' names. Then background, you go to design. Then you say format background. Then you go to picture or textile fill. Here I'm going to picture source, then say insert picture from a file. Then I say background and insert it. And this is how my presentation, my first slide is going to look like. Stop.
Thank you, Rose. Now I'll be showing everyone how to do the transitions. Firstly, there's an easier way to do transitions, but we did it in a very specific way. To do our transitions, we first went on to our second slide, which is welcome to our university here. And what I personally did is that I copied the text from the first slide and then going to the second slide, I pasted right on top of the slide. And now that we're done with copying and pasting all the words onto the slide, we're going to go to transitions. And within transitions, we're going to go to morph. And it's showing us an example of how it's going to look when it is done like that. So if we didn't see, we're going to redo it again so that you can see properly how it looked like. Preview. Alright, so now we are going to go to slide 4. And inside 4, we are asked to put in a circle, and within that circle we are told to say wash your hands always. So you're going to go to insert, and you're going to come here. Under the formatting toolbar, you'll see illustrations. Under illustrations, we're going to go to shapes. We're going to use recently used shapes, and then we're going to click the circle here. Now our cursor has changed. It's going to tell us how, at least change how the circle is going to be. So we're going to make our circle somewhat of an oval, but still a circle here. Now I'm going to move it just in between the words stay safe and thank you. Now we're going to change the color of our circle and also the outline to white. Now to put words within the circle, we're going to double click on the circle, and that's when we can start typing within the circle. And now we're gonna edit the words to the font of your choice and size. Just as long as it's visible to the readers. And for our theme color, we personally picked dark red or burgundy. And now we'll be adding an animation to our circle. We're gonna go to animations, and we're gonna pick whichever one suffices. We're gonna see up here. Let's have a preview of that. I think it's okay. I change it to fly in or float in, which is something we're gonna pick. Now, we were told our next objective is that we're going to add a footer onto our slide and that it should have our date. Now, to add the footer, we're going to go to View, and then you're going to go to the formatting toolbar, Master Views, and under Master Views, you're going to hit Slide Master. Now, Slide Master, you're going to go to the first slide, which is the one on top. Now with Slide Master, whatever you put within Slide Master is going to appear on all slides, just by putting it on this one slide here. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert a header and footer, and here is going to show us the layout of which we want. We can have a slide number, we can have our date and time. We're going to choose automatic date, and we're going to pick this one specifically, and we were not told to put a slide number, so we'll not be using slide number. And no, we'll not need it. And here it says do not show on the title slide, but we want it to show on all slides, so we're gonna apply to all, and here you can see the date here. Now, to see if it applied to all your slides, you're going to come back to Slide Master here next to File, and you're going to click Close Master View. And now here you can see the little date here on the corner, here on the second slide, on the third slide, as well as the fourth slide, even though it's not as visible, but it's there. This was Group 11, and thank you for watching our presentation. Bye.